Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm joined here by Sheepy. Sheepy, I'd like to know, do you think this game was great?
Yes, that was a great game.
Thank you very much. All fair, Sheepy was trolling me saying he's only going to give me one-word answers, but you're not that kind of guy, are you, Sheepy?
No.
What kind of answers did you give your team after they lost 2 games yesterday, heavily, but bounced back and win 2 games today?
I think yesterday we were kind of caught off guard. This was not our usual performance. I think we had all the tools, but we really didn't capitalize on that. And we went like 0-16 mid lane, and like everything just kind of fell apart. We didn't know how to assert pressure on the map. And we talked about it. And in the end, you know, this was, I think, what kept us going. And I think Exile's performance like made up for yesterday as well.
Well, I voted for him for player of the game in this particular game, that late game Vladimir. Great. This felt like a Unicorns of Love day.
Yeah.
Some messy early game, some strong mid game, and somehow you find these Magic team fights. The Casterdex calls it the battering ram down mid lane.
Kind of like this.
Is this a strategy that you employ or just something your team's very good at?
I call the team fight the movie. It's basically, we have Vladimir, and he needs to go on those carries. And if he manages to do it, you just see Vladimir run all the way down. And yeah, in the end, if he survives at the end of the run and killed the... And yeah, you just saw how we just destroyed their backline, basically.
Sheepy, normally you're a fairly stoic, you know, serious man.
Yes.
Coming off this victory, coming off a 2-0 day where you play the first game, the last game, you're buzzing with energy. Do you think this Unicorns is going to make finals?
Maybe. I think so. I think we can do it, definitely. And
you've got the support of the Love Hurts crew, right?
So that's a clear yes there. And I think also that our curve is just way better. Yesterday I wouldn't have given this answer, but I think seeing today, like, we definitely have it what it takes.
Okay, you've given Team Solo Mid their first loss of the tournament.
Again.
Again. All-time record, I believe, stands at 5-2 now. UOL versus TSM. How is it that you can always just take down this squad?
I don't know. I have TSM in memory as more of a scrappy team. And, well, they called us the same.
Yes.
But yeah, somehow they called that about us, which I think is not fair for this season, particularly. I think we have been improving a lot. And I think we could show it today as well and execute exactly the team comp we wanted to do. I mean, in the early game, we still had like death here and there. But yeah, I think against TSM for us, it just feels a little bit comfortable now because we're focusing more on ourselves. The name itself like doesn't matter to us anymore. So now it's just about the game, and that's exactly what we love.
Just a few more questions before I let you go and celebrate with the team, Sheepy. European wins today, Fnatic and UOL. Kind of magic, kind of in the end. European teams as a whole, very slow to start, very messy. Why as a region are we underperforming here?
I would love to have an answer to that. I'm really not sure. I think that, I don't know, maybe NA is just playing extremely meta and very static. And I think against teams like Fnatic and G2, that works out really well. I think G2 right now is not performing so well. So if there's like a wall, I think it's very hard for them to overcome right now. And I think for Fnatic, they had like the style. And maybe we didn't find answers here in Europe, but it's like a very particular style. So I think NA teams might have an easier time with it. And yeah, but I think with the kind of magic that Fnatic did with like Corki towards bot side and something, they still managed to surprise and outscale.
It was the Syndra. Syndra's the OP one that we think. One last question. You've talked a little bit about the North American team, Sheepy. TSM obviously lost. Phoenix won, definitely showing up and proving some doubters wrong. Which of the 3 North American teams are you most afraid of?
I would have said TSM, but now that we played against TSM, I'm not like that afraid anymore. I think that C9 and P1 are. I'm not sure. I didn't feel so strong when against C9. Didn't feel so strong when we played against them. We lost against P1.
How the format works.
I'm really looking forward to the rematch against them and also playing against Rio again. I think Rio was a good mid laner back then, and he seems to be still a good mid laner now. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Well, definitely some chance here for Ryu in the audience. Best of luck tomorrow against Phoenix 1. Congratulations on the 2-0 day, Sheepy.
Thank you.
All right, going to head over to the analyst desk to wrap up day 2 of Rift Rivals.